Hello everyone, my name is Anjali Jain and my topic is trade barriers. Trade barriers are government policies which place restrictions on international trade. They either make trade more difficult and expensive or prevent trade completely. They unjustifiably prevent your business succeeding in exporting. You have different ways of describing them. They all means the same. They are often called price control, subsidies, roadblocks to export, arbitrary rules and decisions, holdups, and customs. Types of trade barriers. Tariffs have always played an important role in generating revenue for the country. In most of the developed countries, tariffs plays an important role in developing the economic policies of the country. They are applied on imports, but sometimes they are also applied on exports. It is the easiest form of revenue generations. Nowadays, the free trade organizations discourage the tariffs applied on the goods. WTO has played an important role in persuading the countries in reducing the tariffs imposed. Tariffs barriers to trade. Tariffs are the restrictions imposed by the country on the imports and exports of goods and services. They have always been used as an instrument to increase the revenue generation and also to protect the local industry from the foreign competition. Types of tariffs are ad valorem. It is set on the basis of the percentage of the value of the products being imported into the country. But sometimes it is not that useful because if the international price of the commodity decreases, then the tariff applied on it also reduces. Next is specific tariff. It is the specific amount of money that is imposed on a product. Thus, if the price of the product decreases, then it does not affect the tariff. Next is revenue tariff. This kind of tariff is imposed specifically to generate revenue for the country. Next is prohibitive tariff. This kind of tariff is imposed to restrict the import of a specific product. Usually, the tax imposed is so high that it is almost impossible for the companies to import or export the product. Non tariff trade barriers. Non tariff trade barriers are the types of barriers which are imposed by a country to restrict the imports but are not like the usual tariff barriers. Some of the examples are anti-dumping measures and countervailing duties. The use of non-tariff barriers have significantly increased over the past few years because of the work done by WTO to reduce the tariff barriers imposed by different countries. Some of the non trade barriers are permitted in limited circumstances, especially when it is required to protect health, safety, sanitation, or natural resources. Examples are ban on imports, general or product specific quotas, product standards, packaging, labeling conditions. What are the common reasons for government to implement tariffs? Number 1. Infant industries. Tariffs are commonly used to protect early stage domestic companies and industries from international competition. The tariff acts as an incubator that theoretically affords the domestic company in question the ample runway time it may need to properly nurture, develop, and grow its business into a competitive entity on the international landscape. National defense. If a particular segment of the economy provides products that are critical to national defense, a government may impose tariffs on international competition to support and secure domestic production. Domestic employment. It is common for the government economic policies to focus on fostering environments that provide its constituents with robust employment opportunities. Environmental concerns. Government may use tariffs to diminish consumption of international goods that do not adhere to certain environmental standards. Aggressive trade practices. International competitors may employ aggressive trade tactics, such as flooding the market in an attempt to gain market share and put domestic producers out of business. Governments may use tariffs to mitigate the effects of foreign entities employing unfair taxes. Thank you.